Hey.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm back with the vocals.
I can.
The voice that sounded off was definitely because it cracked.
We harmonize, okay?
Y'all harmonize. I suck.
I did not sing. I snapped. What's up, ladies?
Hey.
And gentlemen, whoever you are,
No,
listen
I'm
up.
talking
No,
about
shut
y'all.
up.
Oh, hey. Just kidding.
We haven't done this in a while. It feels so good. Already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really has been a while. We were saying that when we were setting up, like
June,
damn,
bro.
like, what do we do? It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, we regulars.
Since June, so that's how many months? I can't count.
A lot.
Yeah.
I don't know my months of the year.
Three. I just did it like November's 9.
Like 3 months.
June. Okay,
I gotta
like
do
two
it
and a
like this.
half.
January,
4
February,
months.
February,
June, July,
No.
August, September.
Me too, but every time I do that, I end up with 11. There's 12 of them.
Oh, I get it.
No,
Did you
because
do
I thought it was the
January
end
to
of
February?
June. End of
No,
June.
I
So
worked
July, August,
mid-
September.
September.
3-4 months,
Name
call
them,
it.
like,
Okay, let's
Whatever.
Not say that.
I always skip like
March.
September or October. It's
How do
one
you
of them.
skip that?
As
Don't
long as
know.
you don't skip August.
Girl.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, we were having a conversation pre-recording, but to continue with that conversation, on our way here, I was telling Christina that I have been having a hard time, like, with manifesting, like, not exactly, like, I don't even know how to fully explain it
into the existence.
It's not even speaking into existence. It's just like when you look up manifesting or when you like study it or whatever you want to call it, and when you hear people talk about it, it's just like think it and it happens, think it and it happens, think it and it happens, thinking and it happens. And like I've been thinking it for a long ass time.
But do you believe it?
Absolutely. Like, and that is why I feel like it's also like frustrating because it's like I know it's there, like I know it's coming and I know it's gonna happen and I know everything is gonna be okay, but it's like bitch, the bills need to be paid right now. Like this month, like in a couple weeks. Like, and I am in a place that I've never been in before as far as like my finances and all this other stuff. And it's like I'm just literally like just hoping for the best and like wanting things to happen and just saying that it is gonna happen, but it's just been so hard to like
because it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen.
Exactly.
So it's not when you want it to happen, which is what I've had to come into terms with.
Child, me too.
Like, yes, I want this to happen. Yes, I want this, and I'm manifesting because I want it, and this is what I'm thinking about. But it's like it's not going to happen when you want it to happen, and I think that's what I like. The differences with manifestation. It's like you can manifest it, you can think about it, but like it's like when the Lord is ready to bless you with that, when you least because your bills are getting paid, even though you want them to be paid by another source of income. But they're getting paid, you're getting by, and then when that time comes for that big, large blessing that you want, it's going to come when you least expect it. So that's what I'm trying to like tell myself is like when it's that time, it's not when you want it to happen. It's literally when it's
supposed to happen. Yeah,
and pay attention to the
happen.
signs.
Yeah.
Pay attention to because it's all. I feel like it's always signs. Like on my heart, heavy lately. There's been a lot of stuff, but marriage has really been on my heart.
Lord.
And I have a friend. I know. Shut up.
I like it.
Right. My friend Shanice. Y'all remember Shanice? I lived with her in college.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
She was on the basketball team. We talk every so often. Maybe a couple times a year, not frequently.
You do that with like so many people.
So many
college.
people.
Yeah.
Because it's just good people,
Right.
that you don't let go of. Like you might not be a part of my everyday. Like y'all are a part of my
but then
everyday,
when we see each other
and we talk, it's good. Yeah.
Like no time passed. She texted me randomly, and like I said, we hadn't spoken in a while, and she was like, "Sis, I don't know if marriage has been on your mind, but I had a dream." And she's also very spiritual, very connected to Christ, like all that. So she was like, "I had a dream that you were like engaged and about to be married." She was like, "I couldn't make out who it was to, but I just feel like is coming. Like at the end of the day, like I feel like God just told me to tell you that it's coming. When I tell y'all, that was like goosebumps when I read the text, because I was like, signs. Right, like at the end of the day, it's not on your time, it's on His, and all you got to do is just keep
going.
The faith. Yeah,
like keep going.
I saw. Not on Twitter or anything.
On
but,
TikTok?
not on TikTok either. But
That's gonna be on this
like,
season,
honestly,
TikTok.
Years and years and years ago, I'd seen this, and maybe I've seen it before too. It's like a meme, and there's like 2 tunnels to like this diamond mine. It's a cartoon.
I know exactly
and like there's one guy and he turns around, and if he would have hit that thing one more time,
he would have got there.
You know what I mean?
But he gave up.
Exactly. And then the other guy
with the pick.
Other guy, he's further back, but he's not giving up. So it's like it's just a visual of you give up, you're not gonna get it. But if you keep thugging, like you're gonna get to it. So anytime, like, and I think about that picture like at least once or twice a week, and for years I have just like, girl, keep thugging. The diamonds is ahead somewhere, you know. So because I'm in a place like that too, but kind of opposite to what you said, like where you said you're manifesting it, and like I'm in this weird space where I'm just like, I just feel like I don't want to say I don't deserve, because I know what I deserve, but it's like I almost feel like I need to be in this certain place before I can get that next certain thing. So I won't manifest that just yet, because I got to get this first. Because, you know what I'm saying?
What we were talking about before, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to like speak on it too early, but I felt the same exact way. But in my mind, it was like, this happens to me. This has happened to me a few times in my life, where blessings come in times where I feel like I'm less deserving of it. I feel like I shouldn't be. It's making me very emotional to think about this, because that's what that's what happens to me. The news came to me, and I'm just like, oh my God. To me, I feel like a little guilty, because you know, I go to church, I believe in God, I talk to Him in the mornings, whatever, and sometimes I miss church. Sometimes I'm too busy doing other things, when I realize that I've missed like 2 weeks, and I'm like, yo, I shouldn't be. You know, I should at least give that time that I said that I was going to dedicate my time to. And I'm too busy doing this, or I'm sleeping in, or you get what I'm saying? And I have those moments where I have to like refocus. And then when I get news, like amazing news, and I feel like I haven't been on that focus that I said I was going to put myself in. And it's like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I'm undeserving of this, but that's when I feel like I get my biggest blessings. And kind of, it shouldn't give me that refocus, because I should already have that. That's how I feel. But I know exactly what you feel about, like when it's like I'm less deserving, or I feel like I shouldn't be getting this blessing because I haven't been, you know, that loyal servant or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's like God is everywhere. Like, and that's what I feel like
all the time. He don't take no breaks. So that's why I'm like, you shouldn't even feel like that.
It's like
but I feel like I take breaks. I feel like I shouldn't take breaks.
But He knows your heart.
And that's what I tell myself. I tell myself to make, I don't know if it's to make me feel a little bit
I was gonna say it's not even that,
but it's not
even
like
excuse. It's not even. But He, like,
sometimes
if you're a good
I get
person. He knows your heart. And as long as at the end of the day, the fact that you're even having that thought of like, I've been slacking. I need to spend more time with God. Like the fact that you're even thinking that. He knows that.
It's just knowing the things that you need to do, though, right? And knowing that you're not doing them, you know, and then getting this blessing. It's like, I haven't
maybe
been doing
it might
what
be
I'm
a more reminder. Like, I'm gonna still bless you, but
but I just feel like I don't know, like I journal. Like that's something I started like really deeply for maybe the past like 2 years now, and I would say as of the past like 2 weeks, I've gotten back into it just about every day. But prior to that, like I did not want to journal, right? And for a long time, I was just like, oh, I don't want. But then it dawned on me, it's like, because you don't want to face yourself. Like you don't want to put that down. You don't want to acknowledge the things that you're neglecting, why you feel undeserving of these things, because you're not in that place that you want to be at yet. So then, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
girl.
But
Yes,
I think what
girl.
Danielle like said makes things a little bit more clear is that you're aware of that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's not like
Mhm.
you're purposely trying to not get to that point. You know that you need to be at that point, and you have moments of weakness where
Mhm.
you're not working towards that goal, and so that's what I have to like
That's what that
tell
humanity
myself.
comes in.
Yeah, you
Girl,
know what
we
I'm saying? It's
human.
not like, you know, things as it hurts me to say sometimes, it's like, yeah, you sometimes life comes at you fast, and you
And you're
are-
not supposed to feel guilty about it. That's the thing. Like, I feel like I said, God is everywhere. Every time you open your eyes, every time you take a breath, like we are all literally walking miracles every single day
Yeah.
that you and people say that you wake up. F that. When you're sleeping, the fact that you sleep, and while you sleep, your whole body is recharging and
Yeah.
like we are literally walking miracles, and that right there is just a blessing every day, and it's a reminder every day that you are here to experience this, whatever it is. Like, whether it's the good, whether it's the bad, whether you're slacking, whether you're on your P's and Q's, whether you're like, you are here to experience all of it,
Yeah.
because it all has to exist. Like, you appreciate the hard work that you did, because you remember when you were fucking slacking 2 weeks ago, and now you look back and you're like, damn, I wrote in my journal every single day this week.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Mhm.
Like, and that's the appreciation you take from that, you know? And so it's like, and that's what I was telling Christina today when I was like venting. It's like, I'm not even trying to put the negative energy out there. I think it's just something that I need to address and say, because I don't journal, right? Like, I was journaling, but I'm a talker. Like, I am just a talker.
And you're good. Like, you're good at expressing yourself personally.
Naturally.
So,
Like, writing is like, and I feel like my thoughts come so much faster than my hand can move, and so I just like to talk. And today was the first time in a long time that I was just like in my car by myself. I feel like we talked about that. It was like, that used to be like my morning meditation, like in my car by myself, and I haven't done that. And today was the first time in a long time, and I just started talking to God, and I was crying, and I was everything, you know. But it's just like, just things I just feel like I needed to release. And, you know, and I watched something that said this too, like, sometimes you're allowed to give things back to God. Like, you can like experience that you've had, like these experiences, like you can say, hey God, like, thank you. I appreciate this experience, but I'm done with it. Like, I'm done with it. I've had enough, and I give this back to you, and you can, like, and you should. And I feel like that's, and now I'm just saying this, I feel like that's exactly what I've been doing.
He already know you're gonna give it back, because that's not what you want.
Exactly.
Before
He's
you gave
waiting.
it back,
The slot
he
is open
already
and
knew.
ready.
He's like, all right.
He's like,
She do it yet?
It's about time you gave this shit back.
So, like, even speaking about that, and I know we're gonna get a little bit into what everyone has been up to. That's exactly how I've kind of been feeling about this new job opportunity. It's kind of just like, I applied for this job in August of 2019, got the job in December of 2019, due to start in May of 2020, March of 2020, right?
Yeah, me and my mom was just talking about
Then
that.
the whole world rocked, right? And like, now the job is just different, right? And I'm growing so frustrated with it, and I've been struggling. Like, is this even something that I still want?
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's like, this is not the type of opportunity that I can be like, I can just tuck away for a second and just get. So it's like, I'm going through with it. But I feel in the beginning I was really down about it. And the way I explained it to my dad, like when I finally got the email or whatever saying that, okay, we're resuming, your start date is this. When I told my dad, was like, where's your excitement? And I was like, okay, imagine 2 years ago, somebody was like, I'm gonna give you $500 out the blue. You like, oh, it's lit, $500. 2 years later, you just feel like you're owed this. Like, every time it's like, every time, and I see you every time I see you, all these emails y'all sending, it's like, okay, but where my 500?
Right.
Where my 500? So it's like, finally, when I get my 500, it's like
thank you.
Like, it doesn't even feel like this blessing that one day I was like, oh, here's 500. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
a
just
really
like,
good analogy.
It is.
That really is. I was like,
That was
wow,
great.
I really
I
understand.
started it with hitting the lotto, but I was like, no, I gotta wait 3, 5, 10 years. I was like, $500.
Having that show up.
I was like, I think
You
that
can
was
win that on
better.
a scratch off.
I tried. I tried on Sunday. I win.
So it's like I'm going into this like knowing that on the back end of it, I'll be okay if I'm not happy.
Mm.
Like, because it's been something that I've wanted for so long. And hell, maybe I'll be happier for more money.
Right.
You know what
Right,
I'm
right.
saying? 'Cause that's a big thing.
Yeah. Because again, times have changed, and it's 2 years later, so that salary you were offering originally.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted that it's they've compensated for
They
that,
have.
so it's still a lot more than I'm making right now, and then I'll have the opportunity to be home.
Right.
Like, so it's like these different
That's-
things
yeah,
that are
that's
like making me
huge.
like,
The
you know, go
benefits.
through with it
Yeah.
to see if you like it. But at the end of this 6 weeks, if I am not happy with it, I'm gonna be so okay with
Right.
like figuring out what's next. I this was a few years ago. I was in an Uber going to Hookaholics. Y'all know that was my spot. I was there 1,000 times a
Yes, it
week.
was.
And there was the my Uber driver was just like, can I don't know if I told y'all about this. He was just like, can I talk to you about God right quick? Do you believe in God? It was like an older white man, and I was like, I do, like, you know. And he was like, this is really weird. He's like, we're just, because we were in complete silence, and he's like, God just wants me to let you know that, like, no matter, and it's been heavy on my mind lately. He's just like,
Don't make me cry.
he's like,
Girl, my
he's
period.
like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know what your connection is with children or kids, or he's like, but God wants me to let you know that there's gonna come a point in your life when you need to pursue that and follow that. And like, y'all know I love kids. I'm all and like it was the craziest thing. And he was like, and if you're feeling stuck right now, he wants you to know that is temporary. And like it was we had this conversation. It was within I was so not upset that he waited so long to say it, but I wish that we could have had longer to like
Nope,
speak.
you got exactly what
This
you
man,
got,
it was
so.
like 4 minutes before he dropped me off, bro. And then like literally we're outside of Hookaholics, people walking in bottles and I was just like, can I give you a hug? And he was like, yeah, like I would love that. And so I'm hugging this random white man outside of his Prius in front of like, you know, and like it was just so like special to me. And I really hadn't thought about that up until when I came to terms, and I told myself, like, if this doesn't work out or whatever, like, because I was like, you know what? I got that sign from God so long ago. And like, that's tucked away in my back pocket. And whenever I'm ready to give this back, like you just said, I'm gonna give it back and I'm gonna pursue what's next for me. And like, that's cool with me. Period. I gotta write all that in my journal when I get I felt really good about that.
Sometimes you just need to talk it.
Listen.
Sometimes it's like you just gotta say it. As soon as you're thinking, you gotta just fucking get it out.
Yeah, wow.
That's beautiful.
It is.
I guess,
That
you know,
makes
this
me
is
so
just
happy.
spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
Like it just happens and we just have to move through them and
Fall is all about.
figure it all out.
A fall.
Falling.
Sorry.
I don't know. It just felt like it was natural.
So we are going to do table topics. We caught up and got, you know, we started the episode a little different. But we got some new table topics cards. They're really cute. They have they're really colorful and they have 2 questions on each one. So we have like a shit ton of questions. Okay. So the one I picked for today says, are you good at having awkward but necessary conversations, or do you avoid them?
I am not good at all.
Boy.
I'm not good, but I'm gonna have it.
That's what I was about.
It's
That's
gonna
what I
be
was thinking.
extra awkward, like.
Yeah.
It's always gonna start off with like, I don't want to be a bitch,
Or I don't want to make it weird.
or I don't
but...
want to make it. This might be okay. This is gonna be awkward. It's always gonna lead with something that makes it more awkward.
But I don't think that makes it more awkward. I think that breaks the ice. Like you have to break the ice some kind of way, as opposed to just like busting in. Like, listen, this is what it is. You gotta.
Yeah, I think the last awkward
rolling.
conversation I had, I was just like, wow, are we really having this conversation right now? I think that's the way I let it. I didn't start the conversation. I was like, I don't really want to talk about this, but I did it anyway. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to be an adult.
I was terrible terrible at having those awkward conversations. I would avoid them. I would try to fucking ignore them and be like, everything's cool, everything's right, I'm right, everything's... But now I take a day or two to think about how I'm going to approach the situation, and I'm like, and I try to approach it in the best situation. So my thing is not approaching things that I feel may be awkward to the party that I'm speaking to, and just approaching them like, hey, we're on good terms. I want to speak to you on good terms. So we're on good terms. Right. I'm not going to bring this up in a space where we're already like arguing or negative or, there's a weird space. So
see, that's what I'm not.
My new thing is to take a day or two, wait until everything is cool. And I'm like, so I really, I took some time to think about this before approaching you, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, and then keep going. And I think it really works. It's been working for me.
That sounds good.
I need to just stop talking.
I think that
because everything I say,
I was
pull up
and make it awkward.
Yeah, like, I feel like the Sagittarius in me is very blunt, and is very like straightforward, like off rip.
My Sagittarius is
a
period.
And like so it's like, what's awkward? That doesn't exist, because we're gonna talk about this right now. As soon as it's happening, like I don't give it space to be awkward, because like as soon as I feel it's happening right now, immediately. And I'm not an argument. I do like to debate, but I'm not an argumentative person. I don't think. Like, I like to debate. Yes,
that's also a Sagittarius thing.
There's things we can go back and forth about, and we may not agree, whatever. But like, I don't like to argue. Like, I feel like argue is like out of angry, out of
and argue is out of a point of like, I need to be right at the end of this. I feel like debating is just like, we're going to bounce ideas off each other. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it bothers me when someone says that.
What? I have to be right at the end?
A Sagittarius.
No,
and
listen.
I'm only speaking of
Sagittarius men are different.
Sagittarius. Let me tell you about y'all. The Sagittarius.
Y'all. Who? Women?
Both. Whatever y'all is.
We're right all the time.
No. I have a thing with whatever I'm not always trying to be right. I think I always want to make my point if it gets to that.
I want to be understood.
Yes. And I think Sagittarius is like, as soon as you get to that point where you want to be understood, they're like, I really don't care. Like, why you trying? I'm like, bitch, you do care, because you was trying to be right so hard.
Yeah.
What is the plural for Sagittarius? Sagittarius? What is like the plural for Sagittarius?
No, whatever y'all is.
Sagittarius is
more than one Sagittarius.
Just Sagittarius.
More than one Sagittarius. That's
right.
More than one Sagittarius.
I say y'all Sagittarius.
No, that sounds stupid too. Just Sagittarius.
The people born between the dates. So.
This is a long term, but yeah, y'all Sagittarius is.
I mean, it's not that we don't care about what you have to say. It's just ultimately we are right. So like,
no, you're not.
Like, ultimately we end up being right. Like,
we can talk about this off air.
Yeah, let me tell you, men might be different. I have heard that men, they call them Sagittarius. That is a real, like, the Sagittarius men, they literally call them Sagittarius. Because they're terrible.
That's terrible.
And that is a thing. But like, I know that that's not me. Like,
that's not me.
It's not. I'm like angelic.
But right. All the time.
Because I am.
Okay.
I'm fair. Let me not say that. I won't say that I'm always right.
That's what y'all Sagittarius is
saying. But like, no, it's fact. I'm fair. Like, I'm fair. That is a fact. I
think like this.
I like to take
I know.
both sides of everything.
I agree. I actually do think that you guys try to be fair.
But what were we talking about?
Sagittarius.
Y'all started downplaying a nigga. Like, damn.
I'm not. I was just saying my
how to approach awkward.
If we know
if we're okay,
approaching awkward conversations.
Yeah. So like, what do you say, Danielle?
No, I'm not good at that. I've been trying lately to hold back because I know I'm not good at them, but I still will try to have the conversation.
You know
So
what?
and like on the drop of it, like
I'm about to read you real quick.
Please
she
Please
don't try to have a conversation right then and there, but she gonna make it awkward off the jump. Like, I have a problem with it, and I'm not telling you what it is, but I'm gonna let you know that it's a problem.
No, but that's not. I think that's good. I think you should.
Yeah?
do that.
No.
But she doesn't address what the problem
Just
is.
to
She
say,
just
I
it's
got
gonna
a problem. Now niggas over there playing guess who? Like, he
Yes.
doesn't
What? Not like
know.
in the moment. I thought you meant like in the moment. Like something.
It is
happens,
in the moment.
and then you're like, I'm not okay with this, but I'm not in the space where I can address this right now. So I'm
I'ma have
sending
an
you
that
attitude.
would be the healthy, non-toxic thing to
Okay,
do.
but
I
that's
wish
not-
that's what I
Yes.
do. That's not what I do.
So what do you
That's
say?
a-
Like, I'm just.
I don't
No,
say anything.
She just
I
catch
don't
the
say
attitude.
anything. I catch
she
an
just catch the
attitude, and then
attitude.
later on, when I decide to have the conversation, it's all out. This is why I said I don't need to talk on this podcast no more. I sound so toxic. It's all out of like emotion, and I don't sit there and try to ground myself before having the conversation, and it all comes out jumbled. And then like 2 hours later, I'm like, those aren't even the points I wanted to make. Like I didn't even
Right.
say what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So that's like an issue that I'm.
Oh my god, you're a writer.
Working
Like,
on.
use that.
I read her,
And
y'all.
that's
read the
also
room. Read the room.
that's also what like my partner has been telling me is that I need to just try to write my emotions more
Like
instead of
text
always
it?
trying to I should text more than I try to speak because I don't speak well. Not that I don't speak well, but I don't say what I mean.
Yeah, you're
like,
reacting.
You communicate
time.
better
I think
if
I'm
you
great
write it
at
out. Yeah,
saying
I'm
how
the same
I
way.
feel. I could definitely. I think I could be more thorough writing it, but I'm really good at saying how I feel. And he is like, yeah, like I could go in the other room and text him and get more out of him than if I would sit on the couch right next to him.
yeah.
Like, honest to God, I'll go out on the roof and text him, and we can have a fine conversation. But
that could work. Like if you like, you
I
know,
shut
if
down.
you say what you have to say, maybe, you know, you'd be like, look, I'm gonna get what the fuck I have to say off my top, but then I know you want a reaction right there. But that's not how it's gonna
Yeah,
work
that's
though.
my problem.
And you have to like address that. But like you can say what the fuck you gotta say because that's how you communicate and let him process it and he can send you the
'cause I need
educated
to know that
text
you care
message
right now. Like, say he would just be like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm through the roof pissed off. Nothing is okay.
Yeah, but you gotta compromise. You gotta
Yeah,
figure
I've
that
been
shit
trying
figure it out.
Because people express themselves differently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody does.
Yeah, that's
like
cute. But
even in our friendships, like
That's
we
cute,
have to
but-
figure that shit out when we talk to each other, how we speak to each other, if there's a problem that we need to address.
now, I was just gonna say that those are two, like, okay. I'm not scared to have an awkward conversation with my partner. I would be more hesitant to have an awkward conversation with a friend.
Oh my god, please don't.
Oh
oh my god, please don't.
Depending on what the situation like is, like, yeah, like lol,
Awkward
what,
conversations suck.
like they
I
they
think
are now
regardless,
that I'm
yeah,
thinking
they
about
suck.
a friend awkward conversation that just made the room spin for me because like I know what I want to say and how I want to say it, but like
You're scared it's
You
not
don't
going to
know how
come
to
out the
say
way
it.
you
you're
know,
thinking it's going to come out,
especially because knowing
or come
that,
across
like,
the way you think it's going to come
I am
across.
like when it comes to my friends, like I'm a lover. I'm like always, you know, but I also know, so it's just like having a serious conversation. Like, oh, this is so hard. I feel like my friends don't cross my boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my friends are, know my boundaries. So I feel like if a friend crosses my boundaries, like that puts me in a very uncomfortable situation because I have literally never been here before. And it's like, like, and now I don't know what to do.
So annoying.
Yeah.
So,
It's
yeah.
crazy. I think I literally just saw memes today, like something about like let's normalize like being able to check your friend
Mhm.
and
I
move
saw
on
that too.
past it. And like that's a fact though. Like I pray to God if I ever, like you said, cross one of y'all boundaries, like please let
Check
me
me.
know because
Please.
you're not gonna. We don't read minds.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
we're not reading minds, so we don't know. And then the more we put it off, the more awkward it gets. And it also, if you want to pursue the friendship, like if you don't want to pursue the friendship, then I say fuck it. I say I don't think that it's worth it. Like
Yeah.
if you don't want to save the friendship and you are at peace with the way the ties were severed, then fuck it. You know what I mean? But like if it's somebody that you want to continue your friendship with, like I think that it is necessary that you have those conversations, because then we're not really friends. Like I just feel like if I can't talk to you for real,
Right.
and we can't like have disagreements and then
And
move the
get
fuck
past
past
it,
it, then
yeah.
like were we ever really friends?
But also, and something that I realized as far as people, I was about to say people and situations.
Okay, because I couldn't
okay.
even get what she was trying to say. I was like, maybe I could help.
I was gonna look because Danielle be knowing all the big words.
know what that
Like,
was.
maybe I could-
Everybody went like this.
What I mean?
People and situations that I've seen around me, and I think that some awkward conversations, maybe I'm taking time to process.
Yeah.
Like Nachi and send a long text. You know what I mean?
And I
But
think
guess
that
it-
in situations like that where you feel like you're addressing people that may have crossed your boundaries, maybe it is a good thing for you to send that text message, because you can express like your feelings without the extra emotion. Not saying the text may not include the emotion, but just being able to like rationalize, reread your message and be like, let me make sure I'm getting my point across without offending or starting an argument or pinpointing something. So you're letting them know how you really feel, and them sometimes reading it. I feel like a lot of people who read messages has some time, not everyone has some time to process the message before responding, whether it's calling back or whether it's texting back. So
Yeah, don't call me.
Yeah.
me, I'm quiet
I'ma
as fuck.
just
When you
text
ask me
back.
what's wrong, nothing.
We know.
Nothing.
We
But
know.
I might send a really elaborate text message. I think I'm after a few days. I'm really good at that.
I
Yeah,
don't like them.
me either. I was just about to say that. I don't like
I
y'all.
need an immediate.
I don't like y'all. I need you to tell.
No,
And even, and I'm telling you,
I was
because
just
I'm
with
going
you
to
6 minutes
text,
ago.
but
I don't like that.
But
No.
I'm properly
Say what you
being
gotta say,
able
big
to
dog.
say
Like,
Pinpoint
what the
everything I
difference
wanna
is.
say.
But again, some people
They
express
communicate
themselves
differently.
better
I'm
through
okay with the text, but I'm not okay with me asking you if something's wrong and then you say
Right.
no and then you send the
Days
text.
later.
You better write
yeah.
it down and
No, no,
read
no,
it
no,
to
no,
me.
no, no,
That's
no.
what you better do. We
I
got this
mean,
conversation.
I am very much like, we talked about like over communicating. For me and like people who are in my life, like I don't know what that means. So like tell me everything. As soon as you get that feeling and you know what I'm saying, you've talked to yourself, whatever, like you need to let me know now. Like let me know how you feel, because if you're gonna surprise me later on, like bitch, I thought we was cool, and now I got
what
this
about a
text
few
message.
hours, like after you have time to process? Not maybe like 2 or 3 days, maybe like after a few hours.
Yeah, but tell me. Don't say like if
you
we
want
go
them to say
through it-
something's wrong, but once
Something's
you say
wrong, but
something is
we can talk
wrong,
about it later.
Yes.
Oh,
because I was
that's
gonna
fair.
say, once you say something is wrong, it already alarms that person,
Of
and then now
course.
they're like, tell me, please tell me.
No,
And
no,
I'm right now, I'm not ready to tell you.
Yeah.
No, not
I
me.
need to process what I'm really feeling, even if maybe it's not really a problem. Maybe I have a feeling and you're asking me what's wrong. I'm gonna say nothing, because maybe after I process that thought, maybe it may be nothing. Maybe it may be me. So I need that time to
Yeah,
be
but
like,
just say that.
but I don't know that yet.
She doesn't know how she
I
feels
know,
just yet.
but you know you felt a way in that moment. Like you know that there was a time where you were upset or like something triggered something. So just be like,
Or just say, I feel a way. Can we talk about
Because
it later?
now
but I
it's-
don't
but
know the way I feel.
But now there's something in the air. Now there's a feeling in the air that
but
other
it
person
doesn't
is
have to
feeling.
be that. It doesn't have to be that. If you are when you first start doing that, yeah, of course, when you first, but like if that's how you've learned to communicate now, you can. That person also needs to do some soul searching in that time. If like something happened, that person needs to sit down and be like, yeah, they need to think. Like they need to go and be thinking about what the fuck, what did I do?
Yeah.
What happened? What could I have
What
done?
if it's nothing that you did? What if it's I'm tripping? What if I tell
And
you?
then you come back and you say that. Look, honestly, in that moment, I had a weird ass feeling, but I double checked and I was fucking tripping. My bad. That's it. Like,
see
it could
that.
literally all be so fucking simple,
That's
but it's
I
not.
need all of that. That's what I need. I don't
Alright,
need the
that's all about.
silence. I don't need I mean, I guess I'll take the text
Not with the
message,
rolling eyes.
but like I don't want, because I don't want no silence. I don't want you acting like everything is all good and then blah blah blah, and then like in a debate, because we don't argue, right? In a debate down the way, you talk about, oh, but that time when I'm like,
Yeah, no, that's fucked up.
yeah, no, that's I didn't even know that was a problem, and especially when I'm communicating like what bothers me in the moment.
Yeah.
In the
Mm.
moment. We're at brunch. This girl like your shirt. You say, that bothers me. Yeah. No, I'm joking. I'm
I was
joking.
about to say, what?
Robin.
I didn't tell y'all about that.
No.
Very quick sidebar. We were at brunch and this
Keep
girl.
talking.
What?
Just keep
What are you doing? Are you gonna pull a quarter
No.
behind my ear?
Your
Like,
gel is just flaking
oh,
right there.
I thought you were gonna get a quarter from back there.
Even from here, it kind of looks like that's exactly
No,
what
we were at brunch. There was this girl. She was like, we walked in together. Super friendly girl, like this. He's sitting there. I'm her. She's sitting there. She's sitting here, right? So for those listening and not
Wait, you're sitting.
Yeah, can you-
She's
you.
I'm sitting
him,
in the middle
and
of him
you're-
and her.
and she's her.
So I'm sitting in the middle of him and her,
Oh,
but
you
it was
did tell me
literally
this.
like this L shape like that.
You did tell me
She's
that.
like friendly. Hi, what's your name?
to you.
Yeah, I'm Robin. Oh,
She was not a part of your party. She was just
she
sitting there.
was with people that we were with.
Oh, okay.
What's your name? So he's like, oh, I'm Andrew. Fine. No big deal. He's Andrew. I'm Robin. you know, and if I wanted you to know his name, I would introduce him to you, but whatever. Nah, it really wasn't that type of situation. I just wasn't feeling her vibe off the bat. So I was trying to make everything. Then it was to him, oh, I love your shirt. He was like, thank you. She's like, I love your shoes. He's like, thank you.
I love your whole fit. Just
Where'd
say
you
that.
get them? You know, like it's kind of obvious. The fucking name is on the shoe, but like, okay, you know, like that kind of. So it was just like this huge, like it was. Now she just keeps speaking to him across me.
Maybe
Like,
she didn't feel your energy.
Could she
you
not tell
said
y'all were
that she
together?
didn't-
we walked
Well-
in together, so I don't even understand where the confusion could have been.
Never mind.
And then he's rolling up and someone else was rolling up and whatever, and she's just like, y'all gonna have to let me hit that. But the first thing I noticed is just like this glossy lipstick that she's wearing, and I'm like, I know neither one of these people want this on their blunt. Like, it was just an insane situation. Whatever. Long story short, he went and he had ordered us some shots. Now, my brother had also ordered some shots to the table, and so the waiter comes over with the shots that my brother ordered for the table, but he, knowing that he just got us shots, he's like, and the waiter pretty much handed him one, and then he was like, oh, here you go, and he gave it to her. Like,
The waiter.
no, he
the
gave the
girl.
shot to the
Talkative
other
girl.
girl because he knows that me and him had shots coming.
Okay.
And in that moment, I was like, you can keep being fucking friendly if you want to, right across from her. Because I just felt like, what the fuck are you doing? But like when we talked about it later, he had no idea
Right.
that she was being disrespectful.
It was her that you needed to come
And
for,
you know what
and
I'm
not
saying?
him.
But like but I need you to be able to read certain situations,
Yeah, but
and I knew I wasn't tripping.
Niggas
And I'm
is-
only like, I know I sound really
Listen,
simple. Listen,
no.
everyone
They're
listening.
up there.
I know
They're
I
up
sound
there.
really simple, and I promise I'm done right now. But what got me, or what was fueling me, like, or why I even snapped like that, was because two people from across the table is like, why is she? So I'm like, oh, okay.
I ain't not
know
tripping.
I'm
Yeah.
Like they're not even hearing the conversation, but
Yeah.
they're seeing like just how.
Across. Bitch, I am right
Yeah.
here.
And I was trying to be
Listen,
cordial.
So I'm just gonna ask my question.
Hmm.
How did you guys feel about Issa Rae popping out married?
She my
Girl.
hero.
Good for
Child,
her.
Good for you.
Yeah.
She my
I
hero.
mean, I really can't say she's my hero. But
She
only
pulled
because
off an entire relationship without anybody knowing.
No, I didn't
which
even
is-
know she was in a relationship.
exactly. But like, and I think that ties into the next topic,
yeah.
which is
Is
a
it-
relationship more successful when you keep it off of social media?
Mhm.
I think it depends on if you're popping or not.
Yeah.
Because if people are checking for you, like I can definitely understand why people who are in the media and have people looking at them all the time would want to keep their
Yeah.
relationships
private.
private, because like You don't even know if you're spotted out to dinner with this person that you're on your first date with, and it's all over the tabloids when you don't like
you don't really know. That's
Yeah.
why they keep
You know what I'm saying?
massacring fucking
Little
J-Lo.
me, I could go on another date every weekend and nobody's gonna care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Why
so,
do you say
so
like that?
and it's not even their choice to bring their relationship to social media sometime,
Yeah.
you know?
Especially
So
if they're
I feel
not
like-
as popular.
Exactly. So I feel like it just depends on who you are. That was lit because people are checking for her and people are constantly like, yeah, but like I don't think that
I think
they're
she was one
two
of
separate.
us.
I think there's two separate
What do you mean?
questions, or there
Single.
obviously are. But number one, like that
You're
was
annoying 'cause you
good
just
for
spoke
her.
about
I'm
it.
happy for her that she was able to do that. But I also don't think that bringing your relationship to social media can make or break your relationship unless somebody's trifling.
Right.
Yeah.
Period.
I think, all right, how do I word it? Because I agree in a way that it does like depend on if you're popping or not, but it's also, how am I trying to
Nowadays,
say
I feel
this?
like social media is like your identity. Like that's how you put yourself forward to the
I
world.
don't give a fuck about
So-
social
Now.
media. Like,
Well,
It's
I
not.
mean, even still, like even if you are popping or if you're not, like whoever's following you is following you, so they're gonna see what you post. So if you're posting a partner, and 2 days later you're posting another person, that like I don't
okay,
know.
I'm not doing that.
Then
But
that-
I think it's just like a matter of also protecting your energy because there's also people like, okay, say I post whatever nigga I'm dealing with at the time. I'm not saying like anybody's out there hating on my relationship. I don't think anybody hate me. And if you do, I'm sorry. But I just feel like people that follow you may bring just a certain type of energy
Right.
just because of the way they follow you. And it's just like,
right.
you just rather keep your fucking relationship private because people
Yeah,
are
I
fucking
feel
bad
that.
mind.
That's what I'm saying. Like, regardless of
Yeah.
how, even if you have fucking 10 followers, you have 10 followers. Like,
But
10
one
people are
of
watching
those
what
10
you're
people
doing.
could be bad mind,
Right,
and you just rather
exactly.
keep your
And
relationship private.
And they could be bad mind, but what does their bad mind have to do with you and baby daddy if y'all right here?
Because
You know
it
what
may
I'm
not
saying?
even be about what you and baby daddy have, but sometimes negative
That's
energy
what we're
around
calling
you,
it.
or
Baby daddy.
you know, like let's say you're a person who are on social media and you have those 10 followers and 2 of those followers are following you because they want to wish bad upon you.
Mhm.
They may not even tell you they're wishing bad on you, but they're wishing bad on you. And sometimes having people have access to that part of your life sometimes can bring a negative energy, maybe without you even knowing that they're feeling that way.
I mean, I guess if we look at it that deep into it, but I would just, or I'm working to be, because I'm not gonna act like we's 100% there, but we've gotten a lot better. That like I don't really hear no outside noise. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
So like
Yeah.
I don't. You know, now
Yeah.
if I was Issa Rae, I'm sure I would be hearing all
lot
the
of them.
outside.
You can't
outside
even
noise.
block that shit.
I feel like you
every
can't
time
even.
you
How
open
can you
your
even
eyes-
hate on Issa Rae? But there's people out
There
there
are
that do it.
people
Of
Yeah.
course, of
Yeah.
course. And like, but and then in a light like that, you may even have, you know, hoes like, oh, I was messing with him. Oh, he was just texting me. You gonna have receipts of when he was in middle school with somebody, and they gonna be lying on him, saying this, that, and the third, or saying whatever. So yeah, but I think that in an average day-to-day relationship, social media should not make or break like your relationship. I don't think that your relationship should or should last longer simply because you keep them off of social media. And I didn't really feel like that before, but we had and this was one of our earliest episodes where we talked about that. And Lexi, you said that you had a friend who like her boyfriend was never posting her on her story or whatever, and like it hit the nail on the head when you were like, niggas post things they're proud of.
Yeah.
They car, they family, they mama, you know what I'm saying?
Unless they don't.
Huh?
Because also,
but
some
that-
niggas
but
don't.
that's different.
And then that's different.
Yeah.
And my question to you, do you think that keeping him off of your social media kind of brings like it is what is for you because your previous relationship was so on social media?
I mean, even though my previous relationship was on social media, I still was not that active on social media. And I appreciate social media because I know, and I'm not saying everyone is like this and everyone has to be that way, because men take to things certain different, and he's honest with himself and knowing that even though he's not going to react to those things, he feels like it brings a lot more, it opens the door a little bit more for things to be either taken in the wrong perspective, whether it's a like, whether it's a comment, whether it's a, you get what I'm saying? So I understand his point of view. I wouldn't have a problem if he was, but I appreciate the fact that he's not like that, because
You're
it
saying
doesn't,
with him not being on social media.
yeah, and
right.
I'm not
But
hiding it
character.
because that's his character. That's
and when
his
you
fault.
when you
I
wanna
post
him,
them,
you
yeah, and I post them,
exactly.
and I
But I
realize
think
that
that's
I'm
fine.
I
Right.
don't.
I think that's your nigga is in on your social media presence.
Yeah.
Right? But you have the people who only post the watch from across the table for 6 years.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to do that, because as soon, if you're a type of person that people is after you or they looking for you or whatever the case may be, you may have some enemies. Sometimes you may not want to post a nigga.
But I think that's a totally different topic than what we're saying.
And
we're
then
saying if
now
a
when people are
relationship
posting
can
with
survive,
watches, you know what? You know why they're posting the watch? The nigga got money,
of course,
plenty of money, and I'm trying to hide the face that I'm with.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
now people are going to look for things to either find
out who he is.
Find out who he is.
Because there's some
They're
people
gonna do
that
with the watch post anyway.
No,
But
I
I
know,
think
but it
that
just
that's
takes a
what
little
we're
bit.
talking about with
Takes a
that
little bit more.
of having a certain status. It may be beneficial to keep your
Yeah,
man off of your social media.
Yeah,
You
because
know
now
what I'm
people are
saying?
just gonna look
But
for
I
things.
don't think that, as a general thumb, that's how you say it, or general rule of thumb.
Rule of
Yeah,
thumb.
that and social media can or should make and break your
Right.
relationship. If I'm going like, and I think like strictly because of what we talked about before, I post what I'm proud of. I post when I'm having a great time,
Right.
and I post things that make me happy.
Yeah.
And if I have to intentionally, if I'm even like finding myself recording something of you and I have to save it and intentionally not post it to my story,
Yeah.
there's something behind that. And I can respect if it's because you're of a certain like status, or there's people looking for you. You might have enemies or whatever. But if it's just because I don't know what Shanika from down the street gonna say in response to this post,
Right.
that somebody's trifling, something
Yeah.
deeper is going on here, and we not where we're supposed to
And
like.
Yeah, like I'm not
Exactly.
doing it on
For real.
purpose, but
So then I think that's fine.
I'm doing it when
to
I
protect
want
your
to.
peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I'm not,
and
and I might fucking record and save and not post because
You're
honestly,
protecting
like,
your peace.
Yeah, I'm protecting my peace. Like
Because
there are,
child.
and
People
I
are weird.
see the argument of both. Like, damn, why can't I post what I'm excited about? Damn, why can't I post what I'm happy about doing? And I get it. Like, I get the people that do it, and I get the people that want to do it, and I get the people that don't want to do it. So it's like, damn, you should be able to just post freely and freedom of speech. And then I'm fucking happy and I want to post. And then sometimes you have to realize that, and he got me thinking that way too, because he realizes that he may not have enemies, but he feels that sometimes, like when he has an accomplishment, or he starts a business or whatever the case may be, he may not want to boast or brag about it, because he feels like there are going to be people that even if they don't tell you how they feel, they are going to push that negative energy towards your accomplishment, towards your business. So it's not that I don't want to do it, I just don't feel the need to do it, to open that kind of negative
but
energy.
when you want to post him, you post
Yeah.
him. And I think that's
like I'm very not as active as I should be, but whatever.
Same.
On social media, and so I would feel like you said, like if I ever had to think about what I was posting on my story, and not and like you said, I understand,
People who choose to do it and people who don't.
I understand not everybody, but I feel like I understand everybody. Like, do what the fuck makes you happy.
Seriously.
Like, ultimately, like, it really doesn't matter what the fuck I think or whatever. Like, do what the fuck makes you happy. But, like, for me, I love posting my girl on my social media. I love, like, that she posts me on her social media. We're fucking starting our own vlog. Like we're starting our own everything. Like
Can't wait for that. By the way.
we're posting
Because
like
y'all at Disney every other week.
yeah, they need to pay me too. But
every other week.
And
By
so we're
Thank
like
you.
I enjoy posting that on social media, and I think that, and not to say that people who do this are not strong in their relationship, but I just feel like we are so strong in our bond that whoever's negative energy, bitch, it can't, our light shines so bright that your darkness can't even affect
Penetrate.
what the fuck is going on in here. Like, so I don't give a flying fuck who thinks what, who sees what, who wishes evil. Like, you can't touch this. Like, you have nothing to say on this. So like I just don't care. So I just feel like even if I had 17 billion followers, like, bitch, I'm posting my girlfriend every chance I get, because my fiance every chance I get. Like, I'm posting, you know, whatever, because like you just can't fuck with this. Like, you just can't. Like,
I
feel you on
agree 1,000%. But I also and I also understand what Jeannie is saying, but even when we break it down and we sit here and we think about it, Jeannie is not an active person on social media. She posts once every 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
I post 21
that,
6 months.
right?
If you go to the grocery store and a nigga cuts you in the line, you gonna be on your story like, this fuck nigga cut me in the line. So it's different. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of it depends on the role that social media plays within your life. But if you have to intentionally keep a man off of your or a woman off of your social media, I'm not trying to eat the mic, sorry. If you have to intentionally keep them off of your social media, something is up.
Yeah.
Somebody is trifling. Somebody don't want something getting back to somebody just so it can get back to their man or their woman or whatever.
Somebody has internal something, or like you have like you're not secure in your relationship or whatever the fuck. Like, if you literally have to be like, oh my god, I can't post this. Like, oh my god, I can't post this. Like, that's strange. And also, I feel like we were talking about Issa Rae, like, celebrities have fake accounts. So like, we didn't see what the fuck was going on.
She could have had a close friend.
Yeah, but like, she totally could have had a fence to that. He's all up and through that bitch where her close friends are, you know, on that page and not on that, because because those public pages there's so much shit to be fucking. I mean, like, she's a celebrity, so it's easy for her to just. But you know what I mean? Like, there's so much shit you have to keep up with on your social media, and like, not her, but like, let's say I know that if I posted a picture of just me by myself, I'm gonna get a shit ton more likes than if I posted a picture with me and my partner. That's not the case, because we go off. But like, you know what I'm saying? So like, if you're worried about your algorithm and all the other shit, like, I may not post because I know that that's not going to give me what I need, because I can't post that on this page because it's not gonna do
what I'm
well.
looking for it to do.
And so like, do what you want to do. Period.
At the end of the day,
that's what it is. Do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
Don't not do what you want to do because you worried about what other people gonna say or
because
how
they gonna talk shit anyway. They gonna talk. I mean, shit. I ain't worried about it.
I ain't gonna lie. The other night when I posted that man on my story 18 times,
drunk in love.
I woke up.
So instead of guessing some bad text today, Robin has a game that she wants to play. So
she said it's not people. That
shoot it.
Make me nervous.
Hold on.
This is on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
It's a little game of. It's a little game of. It's so silly, but it's, I think, a really good question. It's a little game of marry, fuck, kill. And the three options. Okay, so marry, fuck, kill, Asian, Mexican, and Italian.
Ooh, food.
Yeah.
Asian, Mexican, and Italian food. Marry, fuck, kill.
Asian.
I'm gonna marry Asian,
so
Mexican.
I'm gonna fuck Mexican.
Okay.
I thought
I'm going to. It was marry, kill. I'm gonna. Ooh. No,
I'm
gonna kill Mexican. I'm gonna fuck Asian, and I'm gonna marry Italian.
Yeah,
I think that's what I said.
That's what I'm going with too, because my stomach and Mexican food, the way that's set up.
I am marrying Mexican food. I fucking love Mexican food. I am fucking Italian food.
What?
And I will kill Asian food. Easy.
You're
easy.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's what.
Wait, are we thinking Asian like chicken fried rice?
So
Yeah.
listen, so that's why I was saying that.
That's not even real Asian.
No
Yes, it
matter what, no matter what, I'm marrying Italian food
For sure.
for sure.
Because I feel like you
I'm
can bring
never
them
passing
home
up
to
on
your
pasta.
parents.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not killing
I'm
it.
never
I'm
pa-
not killing it. I'm a fuck.
But for me, right, I was thinking of fucking Mexican food, but well, I was talking to Brittany about this on the
But y'all
drive
can
here.
live without tacos. Y'all crazy as
Right,
Then
but,
I
then,
could
but,
do without
when,
it.
but when she broke it down, because
Time.
that's what I was saying, I was like, tacos. She's like, yeah, okay, but after a taco and quesadilla, then what? I was like, she was like, Asian food got all them chicken.
You know she gonna break it down.
You know her. She
oh
was
my
like,
god, guacamole.
but that's what I was like. I was
You
like,
know
the
she gonna-
guacamole, the
Nachos.
sausage.
I'm gonna marry some Mexicans.
Right, I was like, damn,
Nachos,
I was like, well, maybe you
tamales.
could kill one. I could kill one, and we could still do the sneaky link with the opposite.
Bro, no, I mean, granted, I do like same. I do love Asian food. I really do. But like,
Because like hibachi
The choices-
is Asian, sushi.
I
is
only get
Asian,
3
like-
choices. Somebody gotta go. And bitch, Chipotle is my favorite fucking place. Like, there's no way.
Damn, I can't see. Like,
Chipotle.
First of all, I fuck
place.
with tacos and Chipotle.
Margaritas.
And not only that, bitch,
We drink tequila.
I was thinking about that too, but
Y'all
it was
want sake,
food. It was
Stop.
food.
It was just
Yeah,
food, not
yeah.
drinks.
So,
I'm gonna put
Yeah,
it
well.
all together.
Casey,
Over margarita?
what's your order?
Hold on. Okay. You said fuck, marry, kill.
She's really
Asian,
thinking hard.
Mexican. I'm sorry, the Mexican, my stomach, the
So
way
you
it's set
kill
up.
Mexican.
So you
I have
kill
to kill the Mexican.
Ooh, you real
I
disrespectful.
feel like you are going to fuck Italian and marry Asian.
I feel like vice versa.
Really?
It's
'Cause
vice
she's
versa?
Not big on the pasta and stuff. I
Yes,
feel
she is.
like.
It's
Yeah, she
I
always
love
watching
but I feel like you
pasta.
love some orange chicken. You love some like chicken.
General Soul chicken fried rice. Ooh,
That's
can
what
I
I'm
like
saying.
have like how? What is it when you marry multiple people?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do what niggas do. Just
A poly-
marry two different states. Damn it.
Or you can just fuck all of them shit.
Because you're going to anyway.
Yeah,
You just
but
gonna
Mexican
cheat on
food would
one.
have to, just because the way my stomach's set up.
Yeah, I'm not big on.
Because the cheese.
Yeah. The cheese,
Ooh,
it's the
God,
cheese.
that's-
But also
got
Italians
no
use
problem
mad
with
cheese
cheese,
too.
But it's
True.
so it's more cream than cheese, and it's so. Good.
And I really
and it's still dairy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is dairy.
And I don't really fuck with
Still
dairy
hurts.
like that.
I might want to marry and fuck a Mexican.
A Mexican.
Girl, I'm with you.
You gonna let them take both?
Girl, I'm with you. Mexican food
So
is
you killing
so
Asian
good.
and
Like
Italian?
literally, that's the first stop. It wasn't even on purpose, but when we got to New York, like we found a nice ass Mexican restaurant. That shit was
Yeah.
fucking scrumptious.
Finish it.
Like the beans, the rice, like everything was so good.
The only reason why I considered, and I may even walk away from here saying that I I'm gonna kill the Asians. I'm gonna fuck the Mexicans.
Just
but
say
I'm
Asian
gonna-
food, not the
But
Asian.
it was only, yeah,
Right,
sorry,
right.
the
That's
Asian
true,
food,
that's true.
sorry, was because when Brittany said that, like, she was like, okay, yeah, but after it's a taco and a quesadilla and some rice and beans, then what? I was like,
That's all you
that's
need.
deep. Yeah, but then that's what I said.
But
And
Asian
I
food, you
will
got
after
spring
that.
rolls.
I'll do-
You got
And there's a
egg
lot
rolls.
of nights that I'm
fried
just in the mood for some just like
dumplings.
chips and guac, like, and that is all I need.
Dumplings,
Salsa.
yes.
Salsa, some queso.
And
So-
after
No, I
that,
can't do the
after
queso.
that, when she asked, and then what? It's sleep. That's it.
Right.
I don't need anything else. I
Right.
don't need anything else. No
Right.
dessert, no nothing.
I
I'm
love
straight.
Regardless, I would like to get some wings right now. That's
really
not on
want
the
some
menu.
pasta.
So
I don't
Where we
eat
going?
wings.
One.
Yeah.
All right,
One.
now one.
One.
thank
So we
y'all.
gonna kill y'all.
Bye.
And go get something to eat.